ASD is a neurodevelopmental disorder. It is characterized by mild to severe difficulties with language, as well as mild to severe difficulties with interpersonal interactions. In this presentation, I will address some of the cognitive, neurological, behavioral, sensory, communication, language, and social characteristics of autism. We are all different, and that is sincerely marvelous. Some differences are easy to see, such as one's hair color and height, while other differences can't be seen, such as your favorite book, food, or your fears and curiosities. The way each of us see the world is also different. All brains work differently and uniquely, and this is no different with individuals with ASD. Many people have autism, and you probably know someone who has ASD. The cognitive and neurological characteristics are varied, but for this presentation, I will focus on what I observed in my classroom and therefore the most relevant to me and my parents and carers. People with autism do not like unexpected stimuli. Current theories are that their brains are not as efficient at rapidly shifting between ideas or thoughts. Individuals with ASD tend to have a poor theory of mind. We are not born with it, we must learn it. Having a firm theory of mind means that one has the ability to understand that the perspectives and intentions of other people are different from one's own perspectives and intentions. It is a notion that we can mentally put ourselves in somebody else's place and have a sense of what they are feeling. This is vital for social behavior. It is the extent that we can understand each other. The picture of the boy on the telephone shows that he has a poor theory of mind. He is not able to relate to the perspective of his father. Individuals with ASD may also have sleep disturbances. These disturbances often affect students' behavior and academic success. They sometimes come to school irritable and want to sleep, especially in the morning. Individuals may also have attention issues, and these issues can range from highly distractible to hyperfocus on something. When a student is hyperfocused, they tend to not be aware of anything else going on around them. Behavioral and sensory issues have a cascading effect on the way students with ASD experience the world around them. One may see repetitive body movements, repetitive motions with objects, ritualistic behaviors, extreme or narrow interests in specific topics, and they may be resistant to change. Sensory sensitivity can be hyper or hypersensitivity and affect all the senses, like visual and auditory in individuals with ASD. They just have a difficult time with balance as well. One individual with ASD wrote, "I have strong sensitivity to sounds. When I was in grade school, my classmates used to call my name as softly as they could to see if I could still hear them. I could hear them from across the room and often even into an adjacent room." Proprioception. Proprioception unconsciously tells us where our bodies are in relation to other objects in space and how our different body parts are moving. They regulate movement and posture and also the appropriate pressure for tasks, such as cracking open an egg without crushing it. Some individuals with ASD may experience varying differences associated with this sense. They may appear clumsy, such as knocking things over or misjudge personal space, and thus stand too close to others. These children have difficulty regulating pressure, so they may often break their pencil lead or rip their paper due to uncertainty of their pressure on their writing paper. Language is complex. 75% of children with autism has some type of language delay, and language ability varies greatly. Dr. Joy Hirsch, a neurobiologist from Yale and now working at Columbia, shows that language processing may be one of the first biological markers of autism. Children with autism may be verbal or nonverbal. If verbal, you'll see echolalia, repeating words out of context or repeating words over and over again. There may be delayed echolalia or immediate echolalia. Students may also not have that back and forth with language. They may lack eye contact, as you can see this little boy and this mother here in this picture. And they may not have gaze monitoring, which is a really important part in social communication. Even students with mild ASD may have difficulties with sentence formation. They may have difficulties in using pronouns or correctly using pronouns and they may leave out parts of speech. Sometimes individuals' intonation may be unusual. They may not have a sense for which words in a sentence to stress and have to have appropriately vary the prosody or the rhythm of their speech so it does sound robotic. As children with ASD progress through the years, the gap between their social skills and what is socially accepted of them by peers may widen, creating a friendship disparity. Individuals with ASD may not understand how to keep a conversation going. They may prefer to do things the same way over and over again, which may alienate their peers. When things change, it may cause anxiety and, in some instances, meltdowns. Due to the difficulties in reading nonverbal cues, these children misinterpret what others are actually saying or meaning. They may often misread people, and so they avoid people in social situations, but they don't want to be alone. Individuals with ASD want to interact with others, but they often simply don't have the set skills to do so easily. As Temple Grandin once said, "The world needs all types of minds. I'm different, not less." What would happen if the autism gene was eliminated from the gene pool? You would have a bunch of people standing around in a cave, chatting and socializing, and not getting anything done. I believe she's exactly spot on. Thank you.